So you're a home bartender, you're having guests come over for a party or a gathering, and you're wondering what exact glassware should you serve your drinks in. If that's you, then this is the correct video for you. My name is Ron Virpin. I'm a full-time medical doctor. I've been a home bartender for over 5 years. During that time, I learned how to make over 100 different cocktails and I've thrown over 50 cocktail parties. And now I teach other busy professionals how to master home bartending. And this is a question that I had definitely when I was first starting out. What glassware should I have for my drinks? And that's a very important question because the container that you use to serve the drinks is a very important part of the drink itself. It's not just about the ingredients. It's not just about the ice. It's really about being a home bartender means you have everything locked in. You have the ingredients, you have the ice, and you have the glassware. It's all part of the whole package of the cocktail itself. And as you can see in front of me, I have basically the two main categories of glassware that you can serve your drinks in. Over here, I have traditional glassware, literally made of glass. And then on this side, I have the standard red plastic cups that everyone is familiar with. And in my opinion, both are great options. It really depends on how many people you are serving drinks to. If it's just yourself, or you have one other person come over, like a close friend, a close family member, or your partner, or you just have a few close friends, a few close family members come over, then definitely go with actual glassware. And the main reason for that is that when it's just a few people coming over, I would say 5 or less, then that's not too many dishes that you have to do. And most of you, by the time you become at least even early on in this journey, you probably have enough glasses in your house to already serve to that many people. So I would say if it's 5 or fewer, then go with the actual glassware. And there's a couple options. If you could only get one type of glassware as a beginner home bartender, go with this. This is a large volume lowball glass. It's also called a rocks glass or an old-fashioned glass. The old-fashioned is typically served in this. That's why it gets that name. This one I have here is about, I believe it's about 12 ounces. And it's just the most versatile type of glassware. You can honestly serve any type of shaken drink in this or any type of stirred drink in this. You could even serve carbonated drinks or highballs in something like this. So this by far is the most versatile. When you're just at home, you can also use it as your water glass. You can serve wine in it, anything really. So this is quite versatile. This is just another example of a lowball glass. It's just a good amount smaller. I believe maybe about 8-9 ounces. So it's not as much as the full 12-ounce one here. So this is just another option, but not as versatile as the standard 12-ounce lowball or rocks glass. And then over here is the highball glass, also called the Collins glass, because the Tom Collins is a common drink that can be served in something like this. In my opinion, this is best for highball drinks, so anything that has a carbonated element, like the Cuba Libre, the Paloma, the Moscow Mule, anything like that, where it has some type of soda or carbonated ingredient. This is a great option. In my opinion, it's just not as versatile because you can serve highball drinks in this rocks glass, but really most of the stirred drinks and shaken drinks, I personally wouldn't serve it in something like this. I would stick to serving it in something like this. So these are the different options. There is a third main category of glassware. So here you have the low ball, here you have the high ball. The third main category is called a coupe glass. It's essentially a smaller version of a wine glass. It's got a stem and then a small bowl at the top, usually about 5 to 7 ounces. And that's for when you serve drinks up. What that means is that you either shake or stir the drink, and then you use a strainer like this to keep essentially to keep the ice in either the shaker or the stirring glass. And then you just pour the liquid contents into the coupe. So because you're not serving it on ice, you don't need as much volume. So that's why it's a smaller glass. In my opinion, that's just not as versatile for home bartenders. When I make stir drinks, I generally like to make it in the glass itself. I just find that's easier and it's less dishes to do at the end of the night. And it's just more time efficient as well. So with stir drinks, regardless of what kind of drink it is, stir drinks, I always just serve it in the glass. And then shaken drinks, I always just shake it with the ice and just dump everything together. I call it the shake and dump essentially, because you put the ice with the liquid all in the glass together. And there are certain drinks, like for example, two that come to mind. One is the daiquiri. That is typically served up. If you go to a bar, for example, it'll almost always be served up. But just as a home bartender, because it's far easier, I just prefer to just do the shake and dump method, dump all the contents directly into the glass. And then another example, this time for a stir drink, is the Manhattan. Both of these are videos on my channel. They're both classic cocktails, and I think they're great beginner cocktails. The Manhattan is also supposed to be served up, and this one is a stir drink. You stir it in a mixing glass or a stirring glass, and then you just strain out the ice, serve it up. For me personally, I just like to build it directly into the glass. I just find that so much easier for home bartenders. So that's personally why I don't even have a coupe glass, and I'm 5 years into my journey. I would say just stick to these two, especially for beginner and intermediate home bartenders. I would say once you get to my level and you're more advanced, which is probably 3+ years into this journey, then you can go for something like a coupe glass as another option. And then over here, I have the standard, the solo cups or the red plastic cups. In my opinion, this has probably been the most common type of glassware that I've served drinks in. It's not even officially glassware. I would just say the most common type of cup that I serve drinks in. This is definitely the workhorse, especially for bigger parties. If you have 5 or more people, definitely go with this, because what it means essentially is that you don't have to do dishes at the end of the night. I've had parties with up to, I believe the highest I've had at a party is 24 people. And some of those people had 2 cups because they would use one for their alcoholic beverages, and then they have a separate water cup. So those could easily be like 30, 35 cups in a single party. And at the end of the day, all you do is you stack the cups up, or first before you do that, you pour out everything, you rinse out everything, then you stack the cups up, then you just put it in your recycling. So it's far easier than, having to do 20, 30 dishes. Even if you have a dishwasher, it's still time intensive. It still uses up a lot of water, things like that. So I would say if you have 5 or more guests, then solo cups are just way easier. They're way more practical. And when I've had these parties and I've served, fancy drinks, all kinds of stuff, and solo cups, nobody really makes any comment. Nobody complains like, oh, why are you giving me a solo cup? Just use fancy glasses like that. So this is definitely a good option, and it doesn't have to be these. It could be any type of plastic cup option. Honestly, there's pretty nice looking plastic cups as well. So if you want to have a more higher end like cocktail party or something like of that sort, and you want to use nicer plastic cups, those are definitely available as well. I just wanted to lay out the different options for you. Really, there is no right or wrong answer. Even what I said in this video, you can have a party with 10 people and everyone could have glasses. And you could have a party with 3 people, or a small get together with 3 people, and you can all 3 of you, or the 3 of them, and you could all use solo cups. So really, there is no right or wrong answer. But from my experience over the past 5 years and hosting over 50 cocktail parties, that's pretty much what I've done. If it's a small gathering, then I'll break out the nice glassware, or if I'm just having 1 or 2 other people over, something like that, small glass, then real glassware. And if I have a true party with 5+ people, then definitely the solo cups are coming out. I would say one other caveat to that is that I often hosted parties that were for specific people. Like I would host, for example, I would host a birthday party for somebody, and in that case, everyone else in the party would have these kind of cups, and then the person whose birthday it was, or I also hosted a housewarming, or any type of special event, whoever was the special person at the event, whether it was their birthday or their housewarming or whatever type of event, they would actually get the nice glassware. So that's another caveat that I forgot to mention, but that's another cool thing you could do for your guests to make at least one person feel special. One person, it's their birthday, they want to get the nice glassware, then definitely go for something like that. So, that's all I have for today's video. If you found that advice helpful, please subscribe to the channel below. I primarily do 2 types of videos on this channel. One would be where I do tutorials on how to make specific cocktails. And then the other is like this video, where I just give general advice from my own home bartending journey and things that I feel can help you become a better home bartender. Thank you. Cheers.